Alright. Is the stream working? I believe it is. So, let's move that out of the way. Pick that up. Move that to the side. Actually, I'm actually this. And let's get this going. Oh, I can see the latency in the stream thingy. That's weird. Alright. For people who are going to be watching this, probably as a video, because it is 6 in the morning where I am, we're just going to do some random looking for meteor reflections, because why not? I wanted to give this a try. No guarantees the stream will last terribly long. I do have things I need to get done eventually, but why not? Okay, so right now we are tuned in to 105.5. I believe that's a Christian radio station out of Edmonton, or maybe, or is it Red Deer? No, wait, it might be Red Deer. I was thinking of Shine FM? I don't know. Either way, I know that I use some cities nearby as my radio source, and I'm pretty sure this is a Red Deer station. And no idea if I'm actually going to get any good signals. Not that I've gotten terribly good signals in the past. I've been having a bit of a hard time finding a good station to like get bounces. It's kind of annoying, but whatever. There's a bit of a haze, kind of, you can see there. I believe that's another station. I don't know what station. It's just kind of there. But sometimes I see crap there, so we'll see. Hey, look at that, I got a viewer. Hello. I wasn't expecting any viewers, to be perfectly honest, because this is a terrible time for streaming, but hey, why not? Yeah, it's like right there. It's, you can see some discrepancies in that haze. I don't know if that's actually a signal or if that's just random interference. Because I know with like an actual detection, you'll get like a sudden peak of intensity in like the strength, and then it tapers off. So it's hard to tell if, you know, how many of these are actual signals or if it's just like random interference, because I'm using just the SDR antenna hooked up to the SDR. It's sitting next to me. It's quite big, but it's not terribly powerful, so Right. Also, my fan is on, like my ceiling fan, just for cooling purposes for the SDR, because it gets quite warm. I'm probably actually gonna get a heatsink to slap on it. Like, it's fine. It has like a thermal pad inside, and it's made to be warm, but I want to make it as efficient as possible, so I'm probably gonna attach a heatsink to it with thermal paste or a thermal pad at some point down the road. But right now it is not, so I have my fan on to help keep it cool. Let me check something. Yeah, my mic is in fact still working. Good, good. Knowing my luck, it would probably, you know, not work. Warning, stream's current bitrate is lower than recommended. Well, ain't that a shame. Oh, let me see, what's the widget? Warning, bitrate. Stream health is excellent, bitrate. Yeah, my internet sucks, so can't expect bitrate to be very high. Sorry, YouTube. Status, monetization off. Perfect. Yeah, I actually really enjoy SDR radios. They're kind of fun. The old one I have, which is actually where I did my first video on this, was quite terrible. What is this? I am just doing a stream where I'm looking for meteor reflections using an SDR radio. Basically, I'm tuned into an FM stations somewhere about 50 odd kilometers away. In this case, in the city of Red Deer, just north of me. And if a meteor burns up overhead, it leaves an ion trail, and that ion trail will reflect radio waves, and I should be able to pick it up. So basically what I'm looking for is, like up here, in this part, this is the actual, like, signal analyzer, where you get to see the strength and the, what do you call it, tuning of the radio. And this is the waterfall. This is, this basically shows everything up here, but it shows it in, like, a long form, so you can better see modulation and stuff. So this is kind of like incredibly ghetto radio astronomy, I guess the best way to describe it. Because why not? Yeah, I think it's cool. Not everyone does, but at least I do. Like, I'll do this for hours just by myself. Or I'll have like a YouTube video on or something like that in the background, and I'll just have this going. And I just look for signatures, and I sometimes get things that might be, and other times I don't. So, who knows? Who knows? Let me check the antenna. That's fine. Once I can get the first dish for my radio telescope, I can actually do much cooler streams with that. But for the time being, the best I can hope for is meteor reflections. And even that's kind of a big question of whether I can, because I haven't gotten any, like, seriously, like, confirmed signals recently. People on my phone, because why wouldn't they talk to me at this time of day? I mean, it's 6, people are awake. I'm seeing, like, how to describe it, like, ribbing pattern in this, like, the fog here. And I wonder how much of that is caused by me moving around. I can wave my hand by the antenna, see if it'll cause problems. Oh. Possibly. Yeah, actually, I don't know. It might just be interference for me, who knows? No, I'm pretty certain well, it's 6 in the morning, of course this wouldn't be transmitting. And I'm still getting bitrate warnings from YouTube. Yes, I know. Let me check. What does OBS Studios have to say about this? Because I've never actually streamed from OBS before that I know of. No, I used something else when I did my KSP video back in 2014. Is there a setting for bitrate? Oh, there is a setting for bitrate. Let's just increase this a bit and see if I can get away with it. Whatever. The stream is working, therefore I don't care. YouTube can complain all they want. It's very exciting. It's actually more like fishing, but probably less exciting than fishing. Not that I fish, but a lot of waiting around. I can zoom out and see what other things are adjacent to me. Yeah, like there's a radio station over here, and you can see it doing its thing. I just have an SDR radio, which is a software-defined radio. It's a little like dongle you plug in to your computer, and the software. It's basically just like a radio, but I'm using it for well this. And when I get my first dish for my telescope set up, I'm going to set it up to looking at the hydrogen line, which is I think 1420 megahertz, which is just on the upper end of what this SDR can handle. So it's much cheaper than buying like dedicated radio equipment for this kind of stuff. Noise reduction. Yeah, it doesn't matter. See, sometimes whatever's going on here peaks and spikes, and I'm not sure if that's because of reflections or if that's just interference and general um, modulation stuff going on, because it doesn't strike me as being a reflection from a meteor, because it seems too choppy, but this antenna also sucks, so that might play a part in it. Is that a face? No, it's just brackets, but it's like a frowny face. I'll leave the contrast alone. That could have been something. That seemed fairly strong. The weird thing is, this kind of very hazy signal, I actually have no idea what it is, because like I'm tuned into 105.5. It's the line right here, and that's the station I'm looking at. But it's right next to this foggy kind of hazy signal. But I seem to get more activity out of it than I do from what I'm actually tuned into. So I have no idea. Yeah, like right now I'm getting a bunch of activity out of it. I'm not sure why. Well, and then it cuts off. Ah, static. It's doing things again. I wonder if that's interference from something nearby. Because it seems to attenuate and spike here randomly. And I don't know if that's, like, if that is a signature or what. I mean, the time scales are sometimes correct. Like, it should only last a few seconds. I'm pretty sure it's not my antenna, although it could be. Well, it's trial and error, I suppose. I could look for other. I see it peaks there. I could look for other stations to try to listen into, but this one seems to have the most activity, despite it being just kind of weird, spiking activity like this. Which I have no idea what that is. Let's see if I can just move this over here. See if I can pick that up. It sounds almost like this is a radio station that's just out of range. Like, I almost think I hear a voice, but I'm not sure. It could be pareidolia at that point, so. But I'll try to keep this here, because I know, like, if you do this with like a car radio or whatever, you'll hear the reflections. But I haven't been able to get a really good, clear reflection in a while. I could try to narrow the bandwidth a little bit. Yeah, I'll just narrow the bandwidth. Oh, yeah, that is definitely a radio station because I can just about make out stuff. Well, I guess that's one mystery solved. and narrow the band. I wonder if I can actually get it cleared up by using the antenna. Kind of. So now it's just peaking in intensity. Can I like edit the name of the stream? Stream settings. I guess not. I would like to, but I guess I guess I'll change that once I what do you call it? When it's done. All right, what is the recommended bandwidth then? 400 or 500. Bandwidth. There, okay, I increased the bandwidth. The bit rate, I mean. And with terrible internet, we'll see how well that pans out. But maybe it'll get YouTube to leave me alone. Yeah, okay, so that is clearly a radio station. I have absolutely no idea where it's coming from, and I have no idea what it is or how far away it is. But it is for sure a just out of reach radio station. And it's quite turbulent. If I can get that just to kind of mellow out. As my antenna gets knocked over. Lovely. Alright. Let's sit like that for a bit. Because if it is a barely detectable station, then it should be able to pick up radio reflections from meteors. Because all it takes is a meteor flying overhead to reflect the signal. Why is the bit rate still bad? 400. It says my current bit rate is 400, or it's like 4600, and it's saying that the minimum recommended is 4500. So it's lower than recommended, but it's not. It's actually above recommended. Well, YouTube, I'm pretty sure you're lying to me. Yeah, it's like your current bit rate is 4600. It's lower than the recommended bit rate. We recommend a bit rate of 4500. Not important. Actually, I kind of like the more narrower bandwidth on this one. So it makes it easier to pick out the distortions, like audibly. Yeah, for anyone watching this, like, after the fact, and you find this incredibly boring, yeah, welcome to streams with me. It's like, I might do more interesting streams, I don't know, but I personally find radio astronomy interesting, so you can expect streams to be basically just this. It sounds almost like... Like, it sounds like some kind of music. I just don't know exactly what. You know, the music isn't what I'm here for. I'm here for reflections, but whatever. Which I might not actually get any of the stream, because who knows? That's the nature of this, is you don't always catch them. I keep getting messages. I'll keep the bit right. Oh, I heard that. And I can see it. That might have been something. Although it doesn't strike me as meteor reflection, it was too fast. I can hear instruments. So like I know this is a radio station, I just don't know what radio station or where. It's like 105.4. This might actually be the station I'm looking for. It's just been offset for some reason. Because it's pretty much on 105.4. It's just offset to 40. That would make sense anyways. And I'm pretty sure it's Shine FM. Let's do an let's look this up. Let's see if I can just like match something. Because I can just barely hear it, so I want to see if I can match what's going on in the actual transmitter and make a confirmation. Let's see, this is what, 105.4? The station I was at was 105.5. So what is at 105.4? Let's check. I suspect I have 104.9, 105.9. Let's see if I can find a 105.4 nearby. Oh, 5.1. It might even be a local station that's just really, really crappy. 105.1. Ugh, there's so much country music here. I'm looking for something around 105.4. That might be what I'm hearing. .106. I wonder if it's even out of province. That's not likely. It's odd, I'm not finding one. There's 105.3. That's out of Medicine Hat, though. I doubt I'm getting anything from Medicine Hat. Yeah, the 105.5 out of Red Deer. That seems to be the closest that I can find. There's also 105.5 out of St. Paul. And there's a few 105.3s. So what the hell is at 105.4? Hang on. Let's check Saskatchewan. I have a hunch. Uh, 5.1. 106.1. 105.9. I can't imagine it being like an adjacent channel that's just been shifted. That doesn't make much sense. There's a lot of 105.5s, and they're fairly strong transmitters. Oh, that might have been one. Yeah, right now the signal's peaked. This could be a detection going on right now. Let's see how long it lasts. That might have been. It only lasted a few seconds. That could have been. That was actually that's a good candidate. I'll give it that. Let's back to look at this list. Oh, whoa, that was a strong one. I could almost actually make it out. Let me just check something. Radio stations at 105.4. Canada. Unless I'm getting signals out of Montana, but I doubt that. Because that's like at least 150 kilometers away. Actually, probably more. I think it's like 200 actually. Until I reach anything like substantial, anyways. Yeah, I'm finding a lot of 105.4s and a lot of 104.5s. Or, I mean, yeah, 105.5s and a lot of 104.5s. Oh, there's another one. British Columbia. Oh. It's funny, it's like I'm looking on a list right now trying to figure out where the signal's coming from, but I keep hearing the upticks. Those could actually be signatures, but they're not as clear as I'd like to. I can't for sure say they are. They just, the random uptick of strength that then tapers off, that fits kind of what it's supposed to be, but I can't for sure guarantee that it is. That's AM radio. Wait a minute. Could this be an AM station? No, because I'm picking up on FM, so it wouldn't be an AM thing. That was a strong one. 106.3. 105.5. If I could hear it loud enough to like hear people like talk, I could probably figure it out, but I'm not finding anything around 105.4. But it's like not even in a solid place. It's 105.440. Oh. Oh yeah, this could have like what's going on right now. This could be a signature, possibly. Actually, it's going for too long. I don't know. Well, again, it's hard to say. I wish I'd be more concise about this, but it's I can't really Unless I know for sure, I can't say, oh yeah, that was one. It's like, there's a lot of candidates, but I can't for sure say if it's a detection or not. Let's check Montana. List of radio stations in Montana. Whoa. That was a good one. What the hell am I listening to at this what station is this? 1040. Oh, you're in Australia. Well, that's kind of fun. I'm just in Canada. in the prairies of all places. Oh, 5.7. 5.5. I wonder. Okay, let's look for AM radio stations. List of radio stations. I don't think there are any. There's not many. There's 1060 AM. Let's do an experiment. No, it's not an AM station. FM. Sounds like it could almost be like country, which leads me to believe this is coming from my province if it's country music. Let's just try the raw data. Oh, okay, or not. USB? No. I turn it down before I do this because sometimes when I change it, it makes a horrific noise. No, okay. It's definitely an FM signal. I just have absolutely no idea where it's coming from. I came here to look for meteors, and now I'm looking for this phantom radio source. Because I can't find a transmitter that's transmitting at 105.4. And this isn't even like here. If I put this directly to 105.4, it's off to the side of where it is. Like, it isn't even in the that area. So it's like this could be a 105 or a 106 point something. I don't know. It could be an adjacent station that's just shifted somehow, or there is a 105.4 somewhere that I have no idea about. I'm gonna definitely do more investigating into that. Because I'm all for looking for mysterious radio signals from intelligence, and although I know for sure this is all Earth-based, I'm confused by it. There's a lot of 105 point something. Like there's 105.1. That's nearby. And that's a country music station. But it's 105.1. Yeah, that's that one right there. And we are not going to listen to country music on this stream. Oh, now we're getting a birdie. Oh, I kind of screwed it up. 1 second, I can fix this. I can get us back to where we are at. The fact that it seems to kind of come and go depending on where I'm at leads me to believe that it might be spillover from something else. 1 second. 105.5. Yeah, see, then it comes back here when I shift over. So it might just be spillover from something else. Which would make sense. Are there any effects known to cause radio signals to shift, or can it be a harmonic or something? You see, I'm not entirely sure. I know that radio signals can shift, but usually that's like if the source is moving. So, like, you know, if you're doing radio astronomy in space, you can get sources that move, which I know is not happening here. It could be the equipment itself is causing problems. Like, it could just be that I'm picking up a station that's just out of reach, and I'm getting an echo of it because the antenna sucks. Like, that's a very possible explanation. I'm just really confused by this, to be perfectly honest, because it's like I'm picking up something at 105.4 that I can't find a transmitter in my province or in BC or Saskatchewan or even Montana that's transmitting at 105.4. So this might be an echo or something. I'm not a radio person, so I have no idea. I mean, like, I'm not like a radio broadcasting expert. I just learned how to eavesdrop. Oh. That is definitely music. So this is definitely a radio station. And that might have actually been a signal, like a meteor reflection, because it got bright there for a little bit and then tapered off. So that's actually not bad. I like that. I couldn't. If it was a little stronger, I could like figure out the genre, and that would help a lot in the search. But I'm not sure. See, I was honestly thinking about in this video or this stream, I was gonna like look for some meteors, and I was gonna just sit up at the hydrogen line, and just listen to the hum of the universe. But now I'm like, no, man, I have to figure out what this phantom station is. Even though it's 44 minutes, I'm actually probably gonna wrap this up here in a bit because I have things I need to go do. Plus, I don't think anyone's watching anymore, which is fine. Like, I don't expect them to. Let's check the viewer count. It kind of goes up and down. Average watch time, 1 minute. That sounds about right. Yeah, if you come into my streams expecting video games, you're in for a sad time. Although I might do like a Risk of Rain 2 stream at some point. That's kind of fun. But generally, if I'm gonna do streams, it's gonna be science-based. Like I might hook up my microscope at some point and just do a stream where we look for stuff. That could be fun. Because if you want to see a person stream a game that they're good at, I'm not the one, because I'm terrible at video games. Oh, I hear talking. I almost want to say it's country music, but I can't quite make it out. And the only real evidence I have for it being country music is it's common here. And there is a country station right next to this bandwidth at 105.5. The bandwidth needs to be about that, so we can pick it up. That doesn't sound very country to me, but it's hard to say. It is hard to say. Also, I haven't picked up an intense signal in a while. Oh, there we go. There's one. Well, it's certainly curious. Am I down the center of that? Yeah, I am. Okay. Well, I'm gonna have to look into this later and try to figure it out, because I'm at a loss. I'll do some more looking into this to see if it is just a reflection or something, or a software thing. My SDR is, it's not terribly hot, but it's warm enough that I should probably let it cool down. So, I think I'm going to end it off there for now. Thank you for watching. If you watched the whole thing, I'm sorry. This was probably very boring, but yeah, it's more of a group experience. If I do streams, I'll try to actually make warning next time, and if you want to talk to me, go for it. The whole point of this is just to look for stuff in the radio and talk. So thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed or something, and yeah.